Good morning. For those of you who don't know, my name is Maya Karen. I run a fashion blog called Classically. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how to style and now natural hair care. So if you were into any of those things, please consider subscribing to my channel. Click the notification bell. That way you will never miss a video. So today we are going to do Q3, the Lyst Index. They have debuted their report. So if you are new here, welcome. If you have seen one of these videos before, I'm glad that you are back. Okay, so just explaining what the Lyst Index is they always do it in 4 quarters. So you do have 3 months in every quarter. So just keep in mind that when we're talking about these, we're always talking about the 3 months prior, right? So we are in Q3. They always break down their report or their analytics into 3 sections. The first one is just giving like tidbits of like the first 20 companies or like the top 20 luxury companies. The second one is going to be 3 breakout brands. And then the third section, which is always interesting, shows the top 10 pieces or pieces of clothing or just in general fashion. What is the most that has been purchased? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first section for the Q3 report is going to be the top 20 luxury brands, and it has finally happened. Loewe has been knocked off from number 1. So number 1 right now for Q3 is going to be Mui. They knocked Loewe down to number 2. If you don't know, their sister company is Prada, and they are number 3. But as far as Q3 is concerned, number 1 is going to be Mule. That is going to be attributed to their ballet flats. They have been everywhere. They have it in black, they have it in tan, they have it in brown, they have it in pink. You guys know how I feel about ballet flats, or rather how similar their ballet flats look to an actual ballet flat. But also you can attribute their number 1 status to all of the campaigns that they have had with all of the celebrities and also their arcade bag, okay? Number 2 is Loewe. Like I said, they were number 1, but they did debut their bag and it's going to be on the top 10, but it's just a puzzle tote and basically it just kind of like folds upon itself. And as a matter of fact, the video that I talked about, or the video that I did about new in pieces, I will link that down below. That was debuted in that video, but now I believe it is also on the top 10. In at number 5, we have Versace, and they debuted a lot of bag debuts on this list. But number 5 coming in is Versace, and they debuted the Greeka Goddess bag. Now, I am not going to lie. It looks like it comes in pink, and it looks like it comes in black. I like this purse. You guys know that I love a top hand. You guys know that I love very classic structured bags. I like this bag, and it also comes in a few colors, but I don't have a problem with this bag. I think it is very cute, top handle and all. In at number 8, we have Valentino, and they did debut a new bag as well. It is the V logo Moon bag. Now, looking at it, I don't have an issue with this particular bag. I love the color, but I don't think this is going to be one of their classic bags. This is a very different shape. The hardware, you guys know I'm not big on hardware. I love the color of the bag. I don't have an issue with the bag. It's just not my style. But because it is Valentino and because of all of the celebrities that they have with their company and the campaigns, it'll probably do very well. In at number 10, we have a Burberry. If you did not know, they did announce their newest creative director, who is Daniel Lee. I believe he was from Bottega. So he did launch, or he did also debut his first collection at New York Fashion Week. A lot of people were saying, they weren't really into it. But he did say in one of his statements, or like a release statement, that he is going to be focusing on the bags and shoes. My personal opinion, the bags were okay. I did see some of the shoes from the runway and they were a little odd to me, but you know, fashion is always pushing that envelope. In at number 12, we have Gucci. I will link this video down below. We went into what I'm getting ready to talk about, but Sabato Di Sarno was named creative director for Gucci. He also did debut his first collection. I particularly love the collection. I thought it did have some elevated pieces. I thought it had some statement pieces like that gorgeous green coat. However, some people were saying that it was too plain, too quiet luxury, too understated for Gucci. It looks like Gucci is going in a new direction, but I will link that video in the collection down below. Number 13, we have Dior, and they debuted their Two Drawers bag. Looking at it, it looks like it comes in black, and it looks like it comes in like that classic beige Dior color. I don't have a problem with this bag. It looks like it comes in a small version, a medium, and a large. And I will say for Dior, because of how much leather you get with this bag, The price does not seem to be too bad. In the grand scheme of things, is $3,500 a lot for a bag? Yes. However, their mini Dior or their micro Dior, I think at this point is going anywhere from like $4,100 to like $5,000, $6,000, right? So I'm surprised at the price. I think this bag will do very well. This could be an everyday tote. Not my thing. You guys know that I like smaller bags and structured bags, but I like the bag. I don't have an issue with it. Of course, you're going to have that, that pattern, that classic pattern for Dior, but I don't mind the bag. And I also kind of like the way that they styled it in this photo. But yes, they did debut their Two Drawers bag. In at number 18, we have Fendi. Two things for Fendi. The first one is that they debuted their Come On bag. I think the colors for this bag are gorgeous. It's more of like either a crossbody or a shoulder bag. It does come in a mini and a medium. I think the bag will do fine. I don't really care for the bag, but I love the colors. Very deep, rich colors. And then also Fendi did debut their fine jewelry line. It appears that a lot of luxury companies are getting into fine jewelry. Dior has already had their fine jewelry collection. I believe, I said Fendi, but I believe Valentino did as well. So did YSL and Pandora. Pandora has come out with their own fine jewelry line, but they are going the route of lab diamonds, okay, or lab grown diamonds. And number 19, JW Anderson. I know you guys have been sitting on the edge of your seats, but I just want to let you know that JW Anderson has debuted their frog clutch. Go ahead and go out and get it before it sells out. Beyoncé's Renaissance tour. She did have 3 companies that made custom outfits for her that did make the top 20. The first one is Jacquemus. The second one is Diesel. And then the third one is Louis Vuitton. Also, we need to talk about Taylor Swift. All the Swifties who probably already know, for those of you who might not watch football, she is now dating Travis Kelce. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. We have to talk about her footwear because anything that Taylor Swift touches turns to gold. So it was brought to my attention that she was wearing, I believe it was the New Balance 550s. And let me make sure that I get this correct. When she wore them, they sold out instantly. Travis Kelce's jersey sales went up by 400%. The search for these shoes online, they sold out instantly. And then I think like on the resale market, they're selling for like 3 times their size, right? Who would have thought that Taylor Swift would have had such an impact on football? Okay, next, let's talk about the 3 breakout brands. I have heard of 2 of them. I have not heard of one of them. The first one is Tory Burch. Now, I have actually always loved Tory Burch. I have actually liked Tory Burch more than I have liked Coach. Tory Burch to me has always been like right in the middle, kind of like moderate to contemporary, but she also does get into kind of like the luxury depending on what you're buying and what it's made of. But I do have 2 pieces from Tory Burch. It is these shoes right here. You guys love these shoes and I have always loved these. I think these retailed for, I think maybe around like $450. I actually got them, I think, for like $150 at like off Saks. These are gorgeous and they are made out of full leather. Of course, you have the embellishments, but even the bottom is leather. And then also, if you were new to my channel, this bag right here, if you are not new, you would have seen this 100 times. I stalked the website for this bag, couldn't find it, it sold out. I went online and tried the bag. The small was too small for me. And then I just so happened to be lucky and find this on eBay. But this is the Eleanor bag. It comes in this size and it comes in a small. The small just looks slightly funny to me because of this right here, because of the chain. But this bag is under $1,000. And when I tell you the craftsmanship of this bag is impeccable, it is impeccable. I think I've had this for 2 to 3 years now, and it is as gorgeous as it was the day that I got it from eBay, okay? And as I've said before, I am actually quite surprised that this bag is not over $1,000. Good for us, but I'm just saying from a retail standpoint, this bag is impeccably made, okay? But her fashion show for autumn and winter 2023 got a lot of news and clearly because it's on the brands to watch. But the searches for this particular bag is what put them on the map, or for a brand to watch out for. It is their Ella tote, and searches for it did go up by 15%. And of course, you do have people, I think it was like Gigi Hadid or somebody else that was like caught wearing this. But Tory Burch for me has always been a very, very good company to shop for or shop from. The next breakout brand is going to be Helmut Lang. And if you don't know, Peter Do is the new creative director. He just had a collaboration with Banana Republic, sold out within minutes. But people have been responding really well to him being a new creative director. Just as his own designer, people really love his pieces. The piece that is trending from this company is the stencil hoodie, and the searches went up by 19%. The next trending company is Poster Girl. Now, this is the one that I have not heard of, and when I went on the website, I just kind of looked around. Searches have gone up 10% with their feather pants, and all of the celebrities are wearing it. I did a little bit of browsing on their site. Not really my thing. I understand where it comes from because the pants are definitely a statement. It's just not my thing. But that is the third brand to look at when it comes to breakout brands for Q3. And the last section, we always talk about the top 10 products that were purchased in Q3. Just remember, keep in mind that whenever we're doing these Q3 or these Lyst Index reports, it is always 3 months prior. So number 1 is going to be the Maison Margiela Tibi shoe. Now, I'm looking at these while I'm showing them to you, and they also come in a boot form. This is giving me caveman. It's giving me horse hoof. It's giving me Bigfoot. It's giving me camel, okay? They're number 1, so people are buying them, and they are selling out. Plus, you have that crazy story about the woman who went viral for, like, her date ghosting her, but he stole, like, these shoes, but they were in the form of a boot, right? Not my thing, but fashion is subjective and we are always pushing the envelope, okay? But this is number 1. It is these shoes from Maison Margiela. Number 2 is going to be the Mui and Mui cardigan. And as I stated in the beginning of the video, they knocked Loewe off of their podium. They knocked them off of number 1. Mui and Mui is now number 1. This cardigan, of course, I know people are tired of hearing it, but it's very much giving quiet luxury. It's giving understated class. It's just giving your average, but not an average price point, but it's giving your average. And I think it does come, probably doesn't come with, but I see some of the videos or I see some of the photos where it's open and I can see like a little slither of what looks to be a shell. I'm pretty sure they're going to make you pay separately for it, but it is this cardigan right here. Mui and Mui, a classic cardigan. Number 3 is going to be the Cos or Cos, however you pronounce it, the quilted bag. I know it comes in a medium and it comes in a mini. Just looking at some of these photos, this big one is huge. This looks like a weekender. Like you could fit a couple of outfits in there. You know, again, not my thing, but I get it. We are very much into this puffy thing. We are very much into this oversized thing. And we are very much into this athleisure and comfort look. Okay, but this is number 3. Number 4, I'm not even going to pretend to know anything about sneakers. I have 2 pair and the rest I wear to the gym, but it is going to be the Nike and Martine Rose collaboration. These are sold out. I looked on a couple of websites. They're sold out. I'm pretty sure they will pop up on eBay or I think it's X or Exchange, probably for double the price, okay? But these are number 4. Number 5 is going to be the classic Birkenstock Arizona. Now, my mother had a pair of these and she wore them out, but this was, I'm going to say decades ago, maybe like 20, 30 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I went on the website. I think I see they're going for like $110. I want to say my mother said that she paid like $50 for these when she bought them and she wore them out. She said they were probably like one of the most comfortable pairs of sandals that she has ever owned. She doesn't have any anymore, but I get it. Comfy is really all that this says to me, is just comfy. Just my opinion, but whenever I think of these types of sandals, they always fall under the category for me of dad sandals, which is why I don't have any of them. I don't have these, I don't have the Chanels, I don't have the Fendi, nor do I have the Louis Vuitton ones, okay? But I get it. We're in this age of comfort. Number 6 is going to be the Tory Burch Pierced Mules. And remember, in the section we were talking about the breakout brands, she was number 1. She has always, to me, when it comes, especially jewelry too, even before the shoes, the same thing with J. Crew. If you have never realized or if you've never shopped Tory Burch, her jewelry and her shoes have always been statements. For me personally, these are not it, but I get it. They're very different. I do like the color though. The color is actually very gorgeous. But she does have like another pair that have been selling out, and I believe it's like it's a sandal, and one has like, they're all, the sandal is like all silver, but then it like on one sandal it has like a gold circle, and then on the other one it has like a gold square. Those have been selling out. Again, not my thing, but if you are looking for something when it comes to quality and statement, I would suggest to you Tory Burch shoes, as I showed you, and her jewelry. Number 7 is going to be the Loewe puzzle bag. And remember, I told you guys that they were knocked off of their pedestal, but we talked about this bag, right? I talked about it in the debut of luxury things for fall, but this bag has been doing very well. And we clearly know that because it is number 7. And also it is very practical, and I believe it does collapse upon itself, which means that it is practical and it is easy to store. Number 8 is going to be, we're going to call this the Taylor Swift shoe, but it is the New Balance 550. It is number 8, and being that it's sold out and is now being sold online on some sites for 3 times the price, it is definitely going to be number 8. I know right here I'm showing you a tan pair, but the ones that Taylor Swift was wearing because of her boyfriend's colors were black and red and white. Number 9 is going to be the Prada 3D Flower. You guys know that I like different shoes. I like statement shoes. So as I'm looking at these, I am not mad at these. Looks like they come in this butter yellow, which is a very popular color for this season. It is on trend. Looks like it comes in white as well. I don't particularly care for the white because I think it kind of not mutes it, but it doesn't give the full effect. I think this yellow color is the perfect color for this. I actually like these. I don't mind these. These are different with a little bit of subtlety, but they're number 9. And lastly, to round out the top 10 of the most pieces purchased is going to be the Acne sunglasses. These, I understand, they're large, they're huge, they're sunglasses. People always love sunglasses. I think I have 2 new pair from J. Crew, The Outlet. I want to make that clear. I don't spend much on sunglasses. First of all, I always have to shop in the kids section. Second of all, I feel like if I put on anything besides like a classic pair or a cat eye, I feel like I look like a bug. And I feel like these would take up my entire face, but people are loving them. Okay, that will round out Q3. Let me know in the comments which brand you have tried. Let me know in the comments if you have actually purchased any of the top 10 brands. I just want to let you know that I do videos on Wednesday and Sunday. And right here or right here, I'll put my Instagram handle. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Bye.
We always have it coming.